We started this in 2020. We come down in the summer. We got inquiry from the client that the barn was severely unstable. It was very much listing to one side, probably about 800 mil over a 3.5 metre span. So we advised the client quickly that they would need to put in some stabilisation propping works, which we carried out in the summer of 2020. We were involved with the timber surveys, which we did in-house, and there was a conservation surveyor also involved with the project. And once the stabilisation were in, we formulated a method of repairing it and how we were going to stabilise it, and then push the frame back up straight, which we're currently doing now. When we got here, there was a big stone and brick wall down on this flank wall, which had also listed with the timber frame. What we wanted to do was to take away the thrust that the wall was bringing the frame down with it. We've also stripped all the roof tiles off to lighten the load on the framework. And now we've altered all the propping from an actual structural stabilisation propping into a propping system now that we are using to rectify the actual timber frame itself. Because the timber frame was so far out and all the joints are very decayed, there's a lot of unsafe parts on this. So you can see with the amount of propping that we've had to do, we have a full tented scaffolding here as well, because we knew when we designed the scaffolding that we would want to use that as part of the bracing and propping and rectification process, so that we can actually brace and pull off the scaffolding itself. I knew it was going to be a challenge right at the beginning. It was going to be a very difficult one. There's not many of these that you get to do. Luckily we've done quite a few in the past. We've put some straps in and we're using some come-alongs to actually pull the frame. We've got 4 anchor points which we're pulling the actual frame sideways because we need to get that 800 mil fall back out of it. We've got some raking props in there as well, which are actually pushing the posts back up right, and we've also on the other side of the scaffolding we're pushing it with rack rows on the back side. So we've got 3 points that we're actually pushing the frame back up straight. Today what we've been doing is we've been actually lifting the side up, because what happened, the posts have sunk into the ground and we needed to lift it up. We've gone about 19 inches up today. We've probably got about another 10 inches to go before we get it back to where we want it. And then once we've got it in position, we'll just stabilise it and start repairing the frame, which then will hold the structure, but we'll leave all the propping in until we've got the actual frame taking all the weight of itself again. We've got about another 20 weeks on this project. We're going to put a Limecrete foundation in over a concrete one, because this will work better with the historic timber frame. We're going to end up putting quite a bit of stainless steel plate work in to reinforce the joints, because some of them are in a real bad way. We're going to do quite an intensive timber repair program on it. We're going to be replacing rafters and purlins and splicing new feet on nearly every one of the posts as well. It's been challenging, and it's one of the slow and steady processes, this, where you can't rush it and everything's got to be monitored, and we move it 2 inches and then we adjust all the propping and check everything and make sure everything's moving, yeah, it's worked well.